Dr. Curry, if you, Dr. Hughes, I don't know why I keep
Oy.
doing that. My apologies. Dr. Hughes, I think it's the confusion of having her in the courtroom. Just let us know you're consulting your notes, okay? The concern is that you not read from them, that you consult them as you need to, okay?
Correct. I just don't want this to be a memory test of having conducted many documents, 80 pages of notes,
But you
and 12
could-
psychological testings to,
You can reference your notes, just don't read from them, okay?
yeah, no problem.
Okay, great. So please tell us what documents you reviewed. Please tell the jury.
So Dr. Bonnie Jacobs was Miss Heard's therapist, and may I refresh my recollection with my notes, Your Honor?
She's allowed to
For the
consult the
dates,
notes.
if you'd like me to tell the dates.
If she's asking me a question,
Oh,
I'm not going to answer.
you're right, Your Honor. Yes.
May I?
Yes, you may consult your notes, yes.
Objection, Your Honor. Can we be heard?
So I am going to refer to my designation that has the list so that I don't forget anything.
Okay.
So I administered,
Objection, hearsay, Your Honor.
She can refresh her recollection.
As long as she's not reading it.
Right, you just can't read, that. You're not supposed to read from it, but you can refresh your recollection as you're speaking.
so I can look and just look up and that's refreshing my recollection? Okay.
All right, if we could approach for a moment.
And what did they show?
Would like to refer to the testing,
To refresh
to
your
refresh
recollection?
my recollection, just a glance so I
Yes,
can
you may do
be
that.
clear with the jury. So what the overall gist of the testing was that, and what the-
Objection, Your Honor. We're back to reading.
She wasn't even looking down, she was looking at the jury.
And then finally, Amber Heard wrote an email talking about how distressed and heartbroken she was.
Objection, hearsay.
I don't agree.
I know. Sustained. I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
All right. Can you give another example?
I think those are all I can remember at this point.
Okay. What if any?
And Dr. Anderson stored 2 bruises on her face and told me my husband kicked me and he pushed me and he punched me in the head. And should I call the police?
Objection, Your Honor.
What should
Hearsay.
I do?
She's not reading, Your Honor. She's just saying the significance.
Sustain the objection. Next
Okay.
question.
Why didn't Amber Heard leave the relationship sooner?
I mean, you know why.
Objection, speculation, Your Honor.
Have you formed, based on your experience and based on your 29 hours of clinical evaluation of Amber Heard, what is your understanding of why Amber Heard didn't leave the relationship earlier?
Objection beyond the scope of the disclosure.
It clearly is not. I mean, it's clearly in the disclosure. Point to where you say it's not. I mean,
Point to where you say it's not.
You're
I'm not-
right.
Could you come forward?
and what is your profession?
I am an actor, mostly.
Okay.
I am here because my ex-husband is suing me for an op-ed I wrote.
And how do you feel about that?
I struggle to have the words.
Thank you, Amber. Tell us where you grew up. Do you remember the first time that he physically hit you?
Yes.
Please tell the jury about it.
It was so. I didn't realize at the time, but I think he was using cocaine because it was like there was a jar of cocaine out on the table. I realize that sounds weird, but it was like an actual vintage jar of it. Slapped me across the face. And I laughed. I laughed because I was just sitting there on this carpet, looking at the dirty carpet, wondering how I wound up on this carpet and why I never noticed that the carpet was so filthy before, and I just didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to react. I just sat there thinking, how much time do I have till I figure out what I need to do? Because, God, did he just hit me? I know you can't hit a woman. You can't hit a man. You can't hit anyone. You can't just hit somebody because they... I knew it was wrong, and I knew that I had to leave him. And, you know, like, I had never seen an adult man cry.
So you stayed, correct? You stayed in the relationship?
Yes.
Okay. So...
We walk in. Meanwhile, I've been bombarded by text messages and calls and conversations with everyone seemingly so stressed about...
Objection, hearsay.
Did you end up sending a copy of this picture to Rocky Pennington that day?
I did. I sent it to my best friend at the time, and, you know, it was like, look at my morning.
Objection, hearsay.
Okay, you can't say what you said, but you sent it to your friend, correct? Let's go to 167, please.
My dog stepped on a bee. We went to the vet and went on with our, you know, vacation. We actually went to another location after that, and then eventually went home and...
All right. There he is. That's awesome. See your song? Awesome. Thanks. See you.
Oh, I see her, I see her.
Boo. Why you do that bit? There she goes. Boo. Boo. You suck.
You cannot testify that Johnny Depp was not abused, can you?
I can testify that he had physical acts of violence perpetrated on him as well as psychological aggressive acts perpetrated upon him.
No further questions.